Welcome back to the Etc. Podcast. I am your host, Victor, along with my co-host, Mark. Mark, how are you doing today?
I'm doing I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I just gotta check something real quick as I'm talking here. I have a question for you, Mark.
Yes.
You ever had been in a part of time in your life where you feel as though there's just this one subject and you just end up just being completely just stuck on learning or just reading or seeing shit about this subject for set amount of time?
Yeah, it's definitely happened before. I can't tell you what it was because I mean it's happened plenty of times, where you just either you think about something or you get into it and then for some reason you see it like constantly everywhere and then it just constantly keeps popping up and you're just like interesting how I just talked about this and now all of a sudden everything is just here and I'm just learning about it now and all this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so that happened to me, but with animals.
Animals. That's very like broad.
Yeah, but just I'll get more exact in a moment. That
Okay.
camera looks very tall.
It does. When you
When
started
you-
introducing me, I was very confused of what camera to look at. Low key, I felt like I was on Hot Ones. He was
Yeah.
like, look at the camera, tell him what you got going on. I'm like, hello.
like sitting down, it looks way more intimidating than it actually is.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? But yeah, I was seeing a lot of stuff, like articles or events or stuff around certain animals, and I was like, yo, now I'm just interested. Now I'm intrigued.
Animals.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've seen any of these things or anything like that. Like even for me, I'm like not right now, but there was a big time in my life where it was just like Netflix nature documentaries were just my shit. There's one with I haven't watched it, but there's one that narrated by Obama, and I'm just like, yo, low key fire. And then
Okay.
they all have the typical oh, the wild orangutan has. It's just like that old British man voice that I can't get right now, but
Yeah.
it's that type of shit. But reason I bring this up, did you hear about this story about this elephant in India that pulled up to a funeral?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about it.
Okay.
So there you go. This sounds a lot better when I have it in my hands. So in India, right? I forget the name of the town or whatever it was. There was this older woman who says that she was like between her 60s or her 70s, that she was out and about in her town. She went to go get some water, like a bucket of water or whatever it may be for her town, to do her daily tasks. And she ended up getting trampled by elephants. Okay, so she got trampled by elephants. Unfortunately, she passed because of her injuries. She got taken to a hospital and then unfortunately just passed away.
Okay.
Shortly after they were going to hold her funeral, she was actually going to be cremated. And the elephant came back and pulled up to her funeral and stepped on her dead body again and threw her.
So how do you feel, bro? How do you feel, bro?
That's fucking wild. What do you mean how I feel? That's
what I was
insane.
thinking, too. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
So that happened. Supposedly there wasn't any particular consistent backstory, because it might have been an internet thing or somebody just made this shit up, but somebody was saying that she was fucking with elephants, that she the big elephant, the mother elephant had kids, and I think they were poachers, and the mother and the old lady was throwing stuff at the elephant to basically stop her from letting the poachers take her babies, which summoned this whole elephant beef. And
so she wasn't the poacher. She was stopping.
she was just a regular villager.
So she was trying to stop poachers, though. What you're saying?
No.
Oh, okay.
She was helping the poachers.
No.
Which sounds kind of weird to me and might be bullshit. I feel like I don't get the purpose in that. If anything, if you live on the area, you will want to be preserve those animals, or unless they're paying you to help them or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Times get rough. But yeah, so people were saying that that's what stemmed this whole elephant old lady beef. And you know what they say about elephants? When you do some elephants, they never forget. You ever seen Horton Hears a Who? They don't never forget. And elephants are very they're very smart. Like they have like a lot of like personality for like animals, especially the type that they are. Like you can kind of see a lot of the shit that they do is like damn near human like the way that they react to certain shit, kind of like monkeys. And yeah, man, I mean, she fucked with her babies, and she not only murdered her, said, "I'm gonna wait till your funeral. I'm gonna pull up in your funeral and fuck up your funeral too."
That's so drama.
In front of the entire village of people.
That's so drama.
Can you imagine pulling up to a funeral and the person that caused the funeral pulled up again and then stepped on the dead body that they killed and then picked it up and threw it? Do you know what it is to see your relative get tossed in the afterlife?
I don't know, but I can imagine it's not nice. My thought, I mean, that's just to me I'm just thinking about, like, that's some like mob shit. Like, they killed your brother, like your brother, relative, whatever it is, and then they just come to the funeral and they're just like, pay your respects, and the next thing you know, they just eat.
The mom elephant like went home, and it was just like she told everybody what happened, and everybody else was just spicing it. It was like, me personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect. I will pull up again. So I heard that I passed by. I heard that they having a funeral tomorrow. And if I was you, I'd pull up.
It's just what I heard at 5
Send a
o'clock.
message.
So it's just what I heard at, like, 2 o'clock, a funeral,
I heard from a little birdie that that there's a funeral going down at 5 for some old lady that got trampled by an elephant. They ain't named no names, but I think it was you. So if you want to send a message, tell them not fuck with your babies. Send a message to them poachers. I will trample that ass.
Let them know.
And let her know that just because my babies got taken away, you ain't never gonna rest. Not even in the afterlife. I'm sending your ass flying. Now I don't know if this woman did actually did anything bad or not. So if she didn't, then rest in peace to her. It's unfortunate. She was like 70 years old, 60 years old, and getting trampled by elephants. It's probably very painful and very scary.
Yeah.
And then not really a lot of chance. I mean, but at the same time, it's like elephants are loud, no? Especially if they trampling. Like I've never been near an elephant to the extent where I could like know from experience, but I imagine if an elephant's running, like,
oh yeah,
you hear that shit coming.
That's why when you said that, I'm like very curious. Like, was it by just one elephant, multiple? Because like you said, you should be able to hear it coming in. Again, I've never like actually encountered an elephant, out in the open like that. So I wouldn't know if it's running, if it's actually really fast or slow. So I really.
And she's also
know.
An older woman.
Oh,
we don't know like what her condition is.
Yeah, my bad.
She got bad knees.
That's right. I'm thinking she like 20 or something.
Yeah, like and even then, that's a difficult challenge to outrun some elephants.
I don't know, man. Usain Bolt will get out of there.
How fast can an elephant run?
That's what I'm trying to wonder. Like,
Let's
if they can run pretty fast and it's understandable.
If an elephant runs a 4.4, I change my mind. Elephant. How fast can an elephant run?
It's just yeah. But a lot of the times, people don't think to just turn, But then again, it has its nose.
So the African bush elephant can run as fast as 25 miles per hour.
That's kind of fast.
That's very fast.
That's kind of really fast. Actually.
The fastest NFL players who run like a 4.3, they can reach like 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
So imagine racing one of those guys and then add a little speed boost on that, and that's your elephant.
Yeah, you most likely have to run track in order to get away from that.
You gotta run zigzags.
Yeah.
You gotta be elusive just to get out of that situation. And then, so it kind of just made this whole like super dive of like, all right, so elephants just be like low key, like besides the fact that we're like super intelligent as animals, like if you take away like technology, like we're fucked. Like all we have is our brains really over any other species.
No, yeah.
Cause like obviously with a gun, like we're hella confident, but just straight hands, like 80% of the animal kingdom is clocking our shit.
Yeah, they are.
Especially an elephant.
Yep.
Cause like they look cute, but if they want to be mad at you, they're gonna trample you, toss you, and
that's the part that gets me, the tossing.
Send you swimming with the fish. That's aggressive. Like that's how you know that shit was personal though. Like,
yeah.
Like it makes no sense for me that she would mess with go along with the poachers, but it's like, then what did you do though? Like animals aren't like intentionally malicious. Like animals are purely like, when they do things that are like violent, is out of survival.
Yeah.
So like maybe in the initial contact, she's like, all right, like I feel threatened by this old lady. But to come back to the funeral, like that's just like because she felt like it.
Yeah, it was probably she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Who knows? Like maybe she was just really close to the poachers, and then like the elephant just connected her with them and was just.
I was like, oh, you one of them.
Yeah.
If they could get away, but you ain't going nowhere.
If I want to take somebody, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, like if you get jumped and you just catch one of them, it's like, all right, now you're not going nowhere. You're gonna catch all this heat.
Yeah. Poachers are just like, damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, don't look back, boys. Damn.
The poacher's like, it was her idea.
Right? Who threw that rock? It was her.
But damn. Yeah, and then I saw another, I don't know if you saw the story about the orangutan. I think this was in India too. So I don't know what they doing in India. Or it was like Malaysia. I'm lying. It was Malaysia.
I don't think so.
There was like an orangutan that like grabbed a guy out of a cage.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I've seen that a while ago, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is so fucking hilarious, bro. That video has me dying every time. There was a video I saw the other day, too, where someone, like, recaptioned it and put something, I forget what it said, but it was so funny, bro. That man gripped the hell out of that
ankle. But it had, like, kind of like a foot fetish, though. I don't know if you saw the full video. He, like,
yeah, at
the orangutan
end,
tried to, like,
oh, yeah.
his toes.
Yeah, I don't know. At first, it was just his shirt, and then eventually, once he got him closer, he just started grabbing his leg. And I was like, bro, if he's gripping you that hard by the shirt, if he has your leg, bro, you're probably done.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know.
You gotta take the clothes off or something like it.
Something.
I don't think you breaking that.
I'm just scared, like, because, you know, like, again, like you said, an animal grabbing you like that, especially like how the elephant is, you know, like, if an animal grabs you like that, they're not really concerned. They don't really probably know exactly how your body like works or how it bends or anything like that. So anything,
They just gripping.
grabbing it,
Yeah,
and
they
then
just
squeeze
gripping.
too hard or bend you the wrong, bro. Your leg
And they're
broke
strong as shit, bro.
Exactly.
Like, they're just naturally strong.
Exactly. I mean, they use those like their arms for the majority of their whole like life. Like that's what they use them for, just to get up and down like shit. So yeah, that thing was huge, and you just gripped the shit out of it. I think somebody said something about how like when they grab the bed sheets from like the hotels. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they just said there's so many things, bro. I've seen with that video, but yeah, I remember I saw that, and I was just the first time I saw it where it was like no like actual like funny capture that I was just like, damn, what the hell did this man do? Well,
What?
he tried to mess with him. That's what it was, you know. And then the monkey was just like,
You don't mess with them. You gotta learn, bro. What had me laughing is the noises the guy was letting out. Like you could tell he was genuinely scared. He was like, oh, no, oh. And the guy's trying to help him. It's just like, nah, like grip them harder, grab
And it was just with one arm, bro.
Yeah, like
that's insane.
It was just like, yo, like why are you struggling so hard? You know I got you. Like you're not going nowhere.
Like just laughing, like, yo, you're
like,
so
bro,
funny.
like look at you.
You're really trying to get away. I'm not even trying. Come on, at least use some force.
You was laughing a second ago. Like, what's wrong?
What's wrong now? Oh, your shirt's off now.
But yeah, like, damn. I fuck with a ring. I fuck with like chimps and apes and shit.
Yeah.
You don't like them?
I didn't say no. I go.
No. You gave me a look like
I say, yeah, okay.
I was about to call them in.
Bust through that glass.
Yeah.
Be Caesar, just comes right through the door.
And a horse.
Right. I know, an elephant. Just like, oh, fuck.
What's your favorite animal? Or like breed or species, whatever the fuck.
I'm gonna say one that you've made me do a project on.
Oh, brother.
I love chinchillas, Vic. I love chinchillas. I can't remember a single thing that I did that project on about them, but yeah, I love chinchillas.
We've told that story on here, have we?
Most likely, yeah. It was the biggest like bait I've ever gotten. In my life. Like
to this day, we're like in our
like-
early 20s.
Like I genuinely believed Victor because I had no idea what a chinchilla was. And I went home and I was like, no fucking way. This man gave me a fucking hamster as a fucking animal for a project.
What grade was that? Like, why was that devious, that young?
I don't know. It had to be somewhere between like fifth, fourth. I think it was fourth. Most
It's not so
likely.
bad.
I was like, damn, bro, really? Chinchilla?
He was like, bro, I don't really know what to do. I'm like, bro, just do a chinchilla. He's like, what's that? I'm like, they like real, like,
Yeah, I was so upset, bro.
they're like rogue, like these big ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, big ass motherfuckers to like ants. Fucking damn, bro. I went home. It's a fucking hamster I'm doing a project on. I'm like, what the hell?
I wish we had like FaceTime and shit back then, because you would have called me like, bro, like, why'd you do
Bro.
that?
What the fuck is this? And just switch my screen over. What, bro? You say you were such and chill. I've been so tight. Yeah, I really like wolves though, but I know that's like really basic as far as like an animal that every person kind of likes, but can't really think of another animal really. Yeah, I can't think of another animal.
You're a wolf guy.
Yeah, I like wolves. I don't know. I guess it's because I really like dogs, even though I don't have a dog. You know, I felt really awkward being at that part at your house. I genuinely like put it together, and I'm like, damn, everybody here has a dog.
And I know because Quinn just got one too.
Exactly.
So it's like,
and I'm like, wow. I mean, at one point I forgot Anicia had a dog because I know she used to post her a lot. So I was like, okay. But then she mentioned it, and I was like, Anicia has a dog. Yeah, that's right. And I'm like, oh wait, Quinn just got a dog. Oh yeah, Emily has a dog. Oh, Zoe, Vic has a dog. What do I have? I have nothing.
coming soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
One day.
I hope so.
If not, orangutan or elephant's always an option.
I don't know where I'm gonna put the elephant in.
They legit, bro. But like, I forgot. I think it was like apes or like gorillas that there was like this, I guess like a scale or something, like some study or whatever. And like in terms of like strength of their bite, they had like a way stronger bite than like a fucking lion.
Really?
So I was just like, damn.
I mean,
and they just already just built mad and they can grab.
Probably that makes sense because I mean I don't know exactly what lions really, but I don't think they really bite into that much stuff. Really, they just kill,
And then they'll like eat
mammals, and they just
afterwards.
eat the meat. Really, but I think like apes for the most part, they probably bite down on stuff like nuts and stuff like that are actually like hard and shit. So like that probably makes sense why.
I was gonna say, I was like, I tried not to laugh, but I thought about it. I was like, yo, like, do you know that when they fight, they actually pull each other's nuts?
I think I remember hearing that.
Yeah, like when they fight, they're like, they'll literally like, like, and just yank somebody's shit off. Like, bro, like, it's like I'm pretty sure it's possible that they could like yank a human's balls off if they like needed to.
Yeah, it's just that's so drawn. Like I'm just trying to think in my head, like why? Like
Yeah,
why?
like
instead of just going hand to hand, like
on some Mortal Kombat
I'd be
shit.
fine with you just beating the shit out of me, but why are you going for that?
Yank my nuts off.
Like, come on, bro. Like we can't have a fair fight. You don't see me going after your nuts.
Because they be thinking, bro, they trying to hit you where it hurts.
I mean,
like,
I know it.
So
hurts.
it's like even if you survive, you took your nuts, bro. That's such a power move. Like.
This is why we gotta go to the more offensive and we gotta use weapons because they just draw and like that's why. Like they might got the strength for it.
Or we all gotta hop in the gym and
sure, I guess, yeah. But even then, I just don't think anybody has the reflexes to dodge a monkey like that.
I also don't think like I just feel like that's so like I mean you think about it, it's like animalistic because it's like imagine yourself like you in a fight like that. Like that's not where you going. Like you'd be like, ew, that's nasty. Imagine just being like, so like I'm gonna fuck you up. That I'm like, that I just don't care. I'm gonna grab your bare nuts.
At first, y'all looking at each other in the eyes. Next thing you know, your eyes just right at his nuts.
Got it. Found an opening.
Like damn. Yeah, I remember. I was kind of like this. I remember the scene in White Chicks when they get to the hotel after the actual sisters. Where they went into the hotel because they got the cuts or whatever on their face. And when the one calls the chief calls them and he tries to lie, making it seem like everything's okay. And the other one is just like, no, chief, that's not true. And he just grabs his nuts and he's just holding them on dumb tight and he's just dying. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I can't imagine someone just literally just gripping it as like that hard.
With no concern. Just like,
and I'm just like, bro, I will be, and you can't even do anything like that. It hurts a man so bad that you can't even like basically fight for the most part. You're just so worried about that pain. That's the thing.
Because they could just squeeze harder or something. Like it's like
exactly.
Like,
and like
you just gotta chop it off or something. I don't know what the fuck. You just do it back and to see whoever's tolerance.
Yeah, basically.
Whoever has better tolerance.
Yeah, if I could still move my arm, that's where I'm going.
Yeah. Shit's wild.
Animals, man.
I got one more story for you.
Okay.
It doesn't end here.
Is it an animal?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the theme today. I'm gonna make sure that I get the name right. So I saw this on I follow this one Instagram page and they just post random shit, but it's always like interesting to me. Like it doesn't even have to do with animals or nothing. Like it's just we'll post what he wants and everybody just be vibing with it. So they just discovered this shit. So you know sloths, right?
Yes.
So supposedly back then, there was such thing as giant ground sloths, and they were big as shit. Like they're like around dinosaur times.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the size of a dinosaur. I'm like, Jesus fucking.
Oh no, they're like they.
Oh, that's like a bear almost. For the most
Yeah,
part.
but it's a sloth,
Mm,
big as hell. So Sid,
yeah,
but like on steroids.
true. Yeah.
And supposedly, like, well, they found this in South America, like Brazil type area. They dug their own tunnels,
Jesus, oh my God,
like big as shit.
that's that's a home.
Yeah, bro. Like they said that they could be like as long as like 5,000 feet and as tall as like 6 feet.
Oh, okay.
So it just seems like they were just trying to get around, but it's just like, damn, like.
Yeah.
So that means that they did this by hand,
So I'm saying, yeah.
and that they're that tall at least, or can reach that much.
Yeah,
That is wild, bro.
it is.
Makes you think like, and they just discovered this like recently. Yeah, like look at this scale.
That's kind of huge. Those holes remind me of that video that we watched with those kids that make like the homes. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Wasn't them that made that.
Haven't watched one of those in a minute.
Don't you hear the fast motion?
I haven't even seen like anything about those like videos. Like, how they doing? Like, did they fall off? Like,
Man, they probably got their money and it was like, all right, now we got a mansion, an actual mansion that we didn't have to build ourselves.
it's so gangster.
Remember the one that we watched, the bull like jumped in and you were like, oh my God.
Bro, I thought he gave himself a concussion, like dead ass. Like why? Like you saw the hole that we was looking at, but did I forget or I don't know, like it just didn't look as deep as it did.
Yeah.
For him to dive like that. So I was just like, damn, like who's gonna help them if something go down? Like it's just him and the other bull.
They would have figured something. They would have built a hospital.
Built a hospital by that time.
Yeah.
It was just chucked. Yeah. Shit is wild. And then even then, like I was telling you like the other day when I saw you, I was watching like Man vs. Wild.
Yeah.
And it's just, I was just like so surprised that like other people didn't know who, like Emily didn't know who he was or like what it was.
Oh yeah.
And then Nisa didn't know either. So I'm just like, yo, like did nobody else get bored and just pop on like National Geographic? I'm like, as soon as like Crocodile Hunter passed, like this was the guy who took over. Like he took the throne shortly after. Mans would just be dropped off in the middle of nowhere and just expected to get home.
Expected, yeah, basically.
There was I remember seeing one where like it was like in a cold climate and he had to get across a pond, but he was like, yo, like if I get wet, like I'm basically gonna die because it's so cold out here. And I don't know why the hell he did it, but he like took his pants, he took them off and like tied them and like blew them up with air and like made a float. Some wild shit. Like I don't know where the hell he learned this stuff or like even like felt. I know he was like in the Marines or something in like the UK or like the British Marines or some shit. But it's like damn, like or the Navy. But why? Like why did you ever have to test this out or even know how to do this shit? Like he'd be like filtering his own pee or like sleeping in a camel. There was one time he like was like looking through an avalanche like that already had passed. And he found like a dead animal body and he started like picking up the maggots from it and like ate it. He was like, the point is, he's like, you just got to bite the head off and throw it away. But this has a lot of protein. And then just like,
something else.
Yeah, like ate like 5 of them. He's like, I'm going to keep some more for later for bait.
I mean, that makes sense, but.
You think you would like do one of those shows? Not necessarily like Man vs. Wild, but like one of those shows where they put you like on an island and you got to like genuinely like figure shit out?
I couldn't.
No?
As much as I love puzzles, I could not. I would never want to do that. One, because I just do not like the outdoors. And I wouldn't say I don't like it. It's just, I have a thing with just, you know, I guess I'm just so accustomed to just being in the city.
Having AC.
Having AC. You know, if I'm hot and I want to shower, like, and I'm sweating, I want to shower, bro. I want to be able to do it there, now. Like, food, I do not feel like having to, like, you know, hunt for that. The only thing I would want to do is probably fish because, you know, I've fished before, so that's fine. But probably fish being the only thing I can actually do. And then, I don't know. Everything else is just, to me, is not something I would want to, like mosquitoes, but, like, no, I can't. Like, that would piss me off.
Finding shelter and shit. And then you got to, like, usually a lot of them shows you, like, with other people. I've never watched them, but now they have those shows where, like, you're just, like, Naked too, where like it's like a dating show as well. I don't know what the hell. Like there's like so many of those shows now. It's like Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or like Love Island, but I don't think that's a survival show, is
no,
it?
it's not. No, it's just an island with a bunch of guys and girls just getting freaky with each other.
And people still be watching the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta see what's up with that. See how like cringy that shit is.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, there's like multiple seasons. People like follow the individuals after they watch it.
Yeah. I don't know. I never watched. I know my mom was like, she's came across those shows, and I've seen her like maybe watch an episode or two, but I've never like actually watched it. I'm just like, why?
Yeah, animals. Gotta watch the fuck out.
Yeah, I remember I watched it one time. It was on Disney Plus, and they have National Geographic, and there's one that I watched. I forget what what the animal was. It might have been. It was some type of bird. And the bird had babies. The mom had left. I believe so, right? Or the mom had went to a different spot or whatever. I can't remember. But the babies were left in the nest up, and this is like really high. And the reason why they put them really high is so that no other like prey can get to them, because that way they'll be eaten. So it's really high. But I think there was either like a storm coming or something with the climate, so they had to move. The mother had left, but the mother couldn't like obviously like pick up the babies. So the babies had to basically learn either how to fly, or they had to basically jump off of this tall ass mountain and basically just survive. And bro, it's fucked up, but it's just the way it happened. So then I think there was like 3 babies. And yeah, so one of them falls, and bro, they just tumble. Like, I mean, tumble, bro. It's just like bung, 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 bung. And I'm just like, yo, why are they making us watch this? And then comes to find out, like, another one goes, and they try to, like, you see it, like, try to flap its wings, and it just goes smack, 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 smack. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? Then there was one other one that got smacked around too a couple times, but it actually lived. And it was just like, oh, this
Also, the first 2 died?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They did, bro. That's what was so crazy. I was like, no way they had me watching this. These 2 kids just died. These 2 baby birds just died. And the mom just didn't do anything. They were just sitting at the bottom, I think, waiting. Or it was something. I can't remember what the mom did. But yeah, the babies basically had to jump out themselves and try to survive that fall. And I was just like, there's no way. And like the other 2 died, the one lived. And at first, it just fell and just sat there for a second. You were like, bro, did it die? Then it started moving, and you were like, oh. And the guy was like, and the baby, the last baby bird lives, and she goes on to go to her mother. And I'm just like, damn, what the fuck? And the funny thing is that y'all recording it. Y'all just watched like, this happen.
If I was recording that, you would hear me like crying in the background, like behind the camera.
I would have been like, damn. Shit. Fuck, damn. Yeah, but crazy. I watched that shit too, and it was just like, damn, what the hell?
That's what I mean though. Like, that's such a weird, like, even with animals, like, you think about that too. Like, there's people who have filmed like 2 like lions or whatever the fuck just fight to the death.
Yeah.
Or whatever it may be. And then even like with humans, like reality shows like that, like they'll just fucking fight each other, and there's just a guy just right there. Keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad though. They didn't have to watch all that. They could have like panned off or like.
I ain't gonna lie. I think there was one that also like fell, but then eventually another bird came and picked it up and took it away.
Like to eat it?
Yeah, I think so.
Cruel ass world.
I was like, damn, bro. What the fuck is this? And I just couldn't I could not again, as humans, we take that so like to the heart and personal, you know, when some like a mother loses their child or something like that. And I'm not going to say that mother bird didn't feel anything, but I definitely feel like that mother bird just was like, well.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times like animals, they're like, with a lot of different species, like it's like that, like even if an animal's born with like a disability or anything like that, like they'll kill it just to like put it out of its misery in a sense. Like, well, I'm pretty sure we're like the only like animal that like will preserve any, like even if we have any like, you know, missing arm or leg or anything
Yeah,
like that.
because we have a conscience, so we can actually feel, a sense of like, I guess I wouldn't say guilt, but just like a heart.
Yeah. We also don't really like we don't really have anything chasing us except ourselves, you know? Like we don't
True.
have any like hunters.
Just our demons.
Yeah, like so we can afford to like keep those people alive because as long as they could, you know, do something, like they're good. Like if you got if you a bunch of lions and you got one with a bum leg, like we can't wait for you. Like you either gotta keep up or it's gonna be lights out for you as soon as shit get real.
Yeah. And the thing is, yeah, like you said, they can't really afford to like wait or have time because they could probably see like eventually maybe like the leg will get better or maybe as they get older something might change. But it's like, damn,
It's
bro,
like you gotta make it on your own though,
that
because if not,
those pack of hyenas right
yeah,
there,
like
bro.
you're not gonna fuck my bag up. You could come, but if shit, you gotta keep up with me.
I ain't telling you, I'm telling you right now, I ain't looking back.
Yeah, I ain't waiting. If I hear screams,
So I'm going straight. I'm going straight for Pride Rock.
If they pull up, I ain't know you.
don't go screaming my name, asking for help. I ain't turning around.
That shit's wild.
The animal kingdom, bro.
I'm gonna stop myself right there because I'm gonna be like, yo, like, what if we were like that? But I'm not gonna. that gets sad.
Yeah,
That conscience started taking over.
true.
But okay, that's enough animal talk for one day, Mark. We're gonna head up on out of here. Where can they find you?
You can find me Instagram, etc Marky Mark, Twitter at Marky Mark, Twitch at Marky Mark as well. It took me a second. Victor, where can they find you and etc.?
Find me everywhere at etc Victor. Find etc stuff is at real etc. The email is real.etc@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys are enjoying the custom zombies we've been doing. We've been having a lot of fun doing them.
Yes,
so we would like to continue to do those. Yep, we got 2 backed up for the time being. Probably gonna end up doing some more in the future. And yeah, lots of more stuff on the way. Always plotting, always planning. Anything we'll say before you get out of here, Mark?
Just watch out for that animal world, bro. Don't fuck with animals.
Yeah. Don't pull up on no elephants on a bad day. Because they will pull up to your funeral.
Don't fuck with no orangutans.
That too. Don't fuck with no orangutan cages. And keep an eye on your kids. Don't let them fall into no damn freaking cages or like come on now.
Even though it wasn't really a Harambe, like rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.